Black men, listen to me close. If you are in a marriage, don't let your woman tip you off the edge, man. Ooh, sigh. Don't let your woman, she's a woman. She's supposed to be emotional. It's me that I'm supposed to be in control of my emotions, right? Right? So, fellas, today, don't react. Even if you raise your voice, as you raise your voice, go, dang it. She got me again. And just stay on your godly mission.
I found the good news telling everybody. Got the magic healing everybody. I'm just a spirit, boy, I ain't nobody. It's just a game, why you stressing about it?
So, news alert, news flash. So I need to express something I think is just not right. So, parenting, right? Parenting. So, my whole idea of parenting, at first, it could only come from what I can see, right? And how I was raised. But then, if you're conscious, right? If you're conscious and you have an internal God within, that connects you to the God, on the outer. Anyway, it's like, and you searching, you seeking, and you want to know, and you want to grow, and you actually got that burning desire to grow. You don't gotta just go with what you saw and what was taught to you. If it doesn't match the necessary frequency for the uplifting of yourself and your family. It's your job, it's my job, right? It's my job to have the best information possible for me and mine, right? Right? Okay? All right? And so, with that said, when it comes to parenting, a lot of us have been raised just when you wake up in the morning, eat. That's how my mama raised me. But what is break fast all about?
The main thing is to know thyself, know the body. The body goes through a 3-phase cycle every day. So the critical one is when we sleep in for those 8 hours. And ideally it should be between 8 p.m. and 4 a.m. That's why the rooster is programmed to wake us up, that's their alarm clock every morning. Coo, 4 o'clock, right? But we get rid of the wild phone so we don't get that blessing. And then from 4 a.m. to 12 noon, the body automatically goes into elimination. Because when you're fasting, when you're sleeping at night, you're fasting and you're doing the repair work. Then you have 8 hours to eliminate, which is the break fast mode. But you see what them do with it? Them hijack the basket and then call it breakfast and them serve you a big bucket of cereal.
When are we supposed to be eating? Has anyone done any research? I know I've listened to several great teachers teach on this.
The number one cause of death in America is not homicide or drugs or suicide. The number one death in America is sleep deprivation.
Lack of sleep.
Sleep deprivation.
You're telling me that we should be in bed 90 minutes after the sun goes down?
Now, let me back up for a minute.
Okay.
Let's say God only came to the planet once, right? And God had not been back to fix it or change it. There were no lights. So if there were no lights tonight,
there was total darkness.
Yeah, what would you do? You do all your stuff in the daytime, right? And at nighttime, you ain't gonna sew a quilt. Now, what happens to the human body during starvation? And I never understood, out of all the blood they was taking out of me, the blood guy never showed up on time, and I loved it because I couldn't stand a needle. Except when I went to bed at night, okay, he was there right forward to bed, and I got up every morning at 4 o'clock, and he was there. So I asked the guy, I said, man, why do Dracula be late all the time getting blood? And here's what he told me. When you wake up in the morning, your blood sugar, when you sleep at night, your blood sugar builds up. And you use that all day long. And they wanted to know when I wake up, how high was my blood sugar? And they want to know when I go to bed at night, how low. They found out on a fast it never dips. It stays the same.
You know what I'm saying? So all I want to say is, fellas, if your woman is not aligning with the way you want to parent, be patient.
Well, let me straighten out the husband thing. I've been married 43 years. And love ain't got nothing to do with it.
Oh, really?
She told me, if you ever leave me, I'll hurt you. You know how long hurt will keep you home?
How long?
And then there's another word when you start making money that Michael Jordan just found out about called half.
Just be patient. If your woman doesn't want to align with nature's laws, just be patient, okay? Oh, be patient. Yeah, be patient. Patience. Peace and love, everybody, man. Life was never meant to be easy. But like when I play Grand Theft Auto, I got the cheat code! Let's get it, JBTV. Ah!
After you get X amount of hours of sleep, a chemical is manufactured in the brain. Oh. Okay, you hear me? That's God's gift. Not to get that is the equivalent to running out of gas.
So it takes you 9 hours to get the complete.
Complete.
Get it complete. Let me raise this with. This is good.
But let me just finish, please.
Okay, yeah, please.
Order.
What happens to someone, let's say, if they only get 4 or 5 hours?
Universal order will not change its laws because of a human. Those laws are there.
So it's a slow death.
It's a slow death. Now, you such a little. You know you're psychic.
Oh, no, it's just,
You
really have my attention here today, baby. You have no idea.
Listen.
Go ahead.
Go back to what you said, 4 hours. Okay, here's what happens. In 4 hours, I need what they call a stimulant. A stimulant. That stimulant can come from being hostile. Okay? Because it gets my adrenaline up. But it's really my lack of sleep. That stimulant can come from alcohol or drugs. The number one drug addict in America is not these little punks on the corner. It's the elderly folks that 98% of the prescription they got is drug related. Okay? So cigarettes, nicotine, eating is a stimulus.
So tell us this, because America's watching this. What's the minimum? I mean, if they cannot get 9.
There is no.
So they got to get 9 hours every night.
What's the minimum way I can rob you? If I take a penny or take $1 million, I have robbed you.
So you've got to get 9 hours of sleep every night.
That's universal law. Now, we're going to leave sleep with this. Once you recharge your battery, it works, right?
Oh, it works.
All right. Now, if you don't recharge it long enough, then it's not going to work.
You're going to be sluggish.
Not only that, you got some batteries, you have to charge them X amount of hours, or it's not going to work at all.
It's true.
Now, let's leave from that before we get to exercise and go to the number 2 cause of death. Okay?
Sleep is number 1.
Number 1. Dehydration is number 2. Water. Like a water. Now, take an eyedropper one day when you get home and you eyedropper, fill it up with water and take one drop of water. 1 drop of water has enough electrical universal energy in it to tear down an 11-story building. So when you deprive yourself out of the water that the body's supposed to have, you're depriving yourself of energy. Don't you remember before we live in the system we live in now, trains used to go from the East Coast to the West Coast on steam, right? Pulling all of that freight.
All that cargo.
Boats used to go all the way around the planet on steam, right? Now we got number 2. Now let's go to physical fitness.
That's number 3.
Number 3. Now let me tell you the problem with not doing physical fitness. The body has what they call a lymph system, the lymphoma cancer. Now, the lymph system is like the garbage collector that comes to your neighborhood and picks up the garbage. Not the trash, just the garbage. Okay? So the lymph system do nothing but pick up the filth out of the bloodstream, out of the system, all the poisons out of the system. Now, the lymph system have 45 pints of fluid. Okay? But no pump. There's no pump.
Oh, I know where you're going.
There you go. Now, okay, see there.
No, go ahead. No, I understand.
No, I know.
I'm just explaining to the.
No, I am. Right. You know I am. Right. Now, the blood, you have 13 pints and a pump.
Needs to be stimulated.
You okay?
Right.
Now, if I came to your house today to a party and there was 1,000 people and we all used your toilet and didn't flush the chain, it would overflow. What? In your house, right? So when you don't get exercise, the lymph system and the poison overflows.
Now, you know what? Now, I'm going to tell you something. Now, you know what?
Work. Love works. True love will work. True love will make you work on yourself. It will make you work on your relationship. It will make you work on your communication style. It will make you work on your tone. It will make you work on being home on time. It will make you work on cooking. It will make you work on cleaning. True love actually works. It ain't just a feeling, it's an action. I've been married for 23 years. I'll be married for 24 years, May 1st of 2023. Our love works for each other. We work at this. This ain't just we wake up every morning just in love. We work at it. And we've worked at it for 23 years. And that's why the relationship is so good. Juliet's my girl. You know what I'm saying? But we work at this. It's not just some, I woke up like this. I woke up like this. No, I didn't just wake up like this. I worked at this. I worked at this. We worked at this. But when you don't work, it doesn't work. If only one of you is working, it's not going to work. And so if both people don't show up with the tools, or both people don't at least show up with the mindset that, hey, we want to make this work.
I found the good news telling everybody Got the magic healing everybody. I'm just a spirit, boy, I ain't nobody. It's just a game, why you stressing about it?